Good evening, everyone. My name is Laura Cheng, and I thank you so much for inviting me to tonight's dinner to speak to you. I am a Family Nurse Practitioner student at the Duke University School of Nursing, and I want to speak to you tonight about my life and the journey that it has taken me on. I have a mantra that I've lived with and by for the last few years, and that is that life is perfectly imperfect. It is meant to go however it was meant to go. No matter how we plan it, there will always be many ups and many downs, twists and turns that we may have never foreseen, and that's the beauty of life. I say that because in 2012, I was diagnosed with a rare endocrine disorder and a tiny, tiny tumor on my pituitary gland. I didn't realize the impact that that tiny tumor would have on my life and what trajectory it would send me down. I knew that it was going to present challenges, but I did not foresee the beauties that it would bring me. At the time of diagnosis, my kids were really, really young. I had twin boys. I was trying to figure out how to raise them and how to handle this new diagnosis that I was dealt with. I had to undergo surgical resection of the tumor, and I remember feeling a sense of isolation and a lack of understanding from others to understand what I was going through. But it was with the support of the nurses at the Duke Raleigh Hospital that I received during my time there that really encouraged me to pursue a path that I never thought I would go on, and that's my career in nursing. If you would have asked me straight out of high school, like my mom and my grandmother did, if I would ever go into nursing, my answer would have been no. I want to do something along the lines of travel and tourism. We see where I ended up, right? So, once I started taking care of myself and felt like I could pursue that path, I decided to apply for the nursing program at UNCG, and I was accepted. It's there that I grew and developed my knowledge in nursing and eventually finished with my Bachelor of Science in nursing. After graduating, I immediately started working at Duke University Hospital. I had the job lined up before I even finished, before I even sat for my NCLEX. That was an exciting time and brand new for me. But I knew that I wanted to go into endocrinology. And as soon as I saw a spot open at 1A here at Maine Duke, I jumped at the chance. And here I am, 5 years later, an endocrine nurse doing what I love. I've grown to love working with patients with diabetes and working with others that have undergone things similar that I have. But I knew that I wanted to make a bigger impact on care. I wanted to be more involved in the decision making and the care plan and the support of the patients. And in order to do that, I have to go back to school. I have to further my education. And I knew exactly where I wanted to do that at. What better place than Duke, right? I grew my nursing career here, so let's continue that on. Duke was the only place that I applied for their MSN program. And I remember waiting eagerly after I finished the application process, hoping, praying that I got in. And it was a little after Christmas time that I found out, so it was the best Christmas present that I ever got. And I was accepted. I got in. I was so thrilled, as we all would be if we're about to jump into a next phase of our life. But I was also financially terrified. I did not know how I was going to financially support myself and my family, my husband and my twin boys, throughout this next phase of my life. At the time, I was the sole income earner, so it was kind of terrifying to take on two roles at the same time. And I remember deliberating back and forth with my husband. We would go on these wonderful afternoon walks after I finished up at the clinic, and I would debate, how are we going to afford this? What are we going to do? Like, what if I can't work, halfway through the program? Are you going to be able to jump in and help me like you always have? And little did I know during that time when all these thoughts were going through my head was that I would receive support in many ways, financially and through support. It's through the support of individuals such as yourself, through the scholarship endowments, that I am where I am today. Today, I'm finishing up my last year. I'll graduate May 2024. Which is very, very exciting. The time has flown by. But I'm also in the Endocrine Specialty Certificate Program, which is the only one in the United States at Duke University School of Nursing. So here I am, further blessed. In addition, I just found out this morning that I was accepted into the American Diabetes Scholars Program. Yes. So in 1 year's time, I will have achieved that goal of becoming a nurse practitioner so that I can provide care and support and encouragement to individuals that are going through difficult times, much like I did myself at one point. I'll continue to receive the excellent support and guidance through the faculty at Doosan, and then I'll finish my goal in 1 year. But if there's anything that I have learned, it's that life is a roller coaster ride. Life is perfectly imperfect, and I look forward to where it leads me next. Thank you so much.